the nutrients in the food like carbohydrates, fats, etc. Then we have read what are the sources of these nutrients. So now we will know what is balanced diet. So food we eat should have all the nutrients our body needs. That too in right quantities only. It should be neither more, neither too less. So if we have all the nutrients, we will have energy for doing all our daily activities. Then we will have proper maintenance of health and growth of our body, etc. So along with the nutrients, the diet should include roughage, that is dietary fiber, and water. So this diet, which is having all the nutrients as well as roughage and water, is called balanced diet. So now you have understood what is balanced diet, right? A diet which is having all the nutrients along with the dietary roughage and water is known as the balanced diet. So what are the sources of balanced diet? What all things we should eat for a balanced diet? We should eat pulses like all the dals, then groundnuts, soya beans, sprouted seeds. In sprouted seeds also we sprout moong, chana, groundnut, etc. So all the dals come in the sprouted seeds also. Then fermented foods like idli and dosa. So the South Indian tiffins idli and dosa are made by fermentation of the batter with the help of yeast. Fermentation means overnight if we leave that batter, it will increase in size by the morning. So if ever your mother makes idli or dosa batter in the night, observe in the morning the batter or the mixture increases in size. That is called fermented foods. Then banana, spinach is palak, jaggery is good in Hindi, and combination of flours. Flours means you should eat all the rotis like theplas, parathas, rotis. In that we will have mixture of flours like wheat flour, maida, then we will have besan and few other maize flour, bajra flour and all those, jawari roti and all those. So all these things together constitute the balanced diet. So now we can say that the balanced diet is not too expensive either, right? Everybody can afford the balanced diet because they are not much expensive either. So all the people on the earth can afford the balanced diet because these things are not too expensive to afford. So other than the balanced diet, it is necessary to eat the right kind of food. So what does it mean by eating the right kind of food? That means the food should be properly washed, cleaned and cooked to perfection. So you know some nutrients are lost in the process of cooking, but still then we cannot stop ourselves without cooking the food, right? So nutrients, even though they are lost in the process of cooking, but we cannot restrict ourselves without cooking the food because we cannot eat few vegetables and meat without cooking. So what all things are lost? Vitamins are lost from vegetables and fruits if they are washed after cutting or peeling them, because peels contain vitamins and minerals. So suppose if you are eating an apple, you should wash the apple and cut it. So if you cut the apple and then wash it, you will lose all the vitamins and minerals. Same way it applies for all the vegetables and fruits. Then repeated washing of the rice and dals removes the minerals from them. So rice and dals before cooking you should wash only 2 or 3 times, not more than that, because repeated washing of the rice and dal removes the minerals present in them. Then if excessive water is used during cooking, like suppose if you are cooking rice and if you have added more water, then at some point of time you will throw away that water, right? So if excessive water is used during cooking purpose and then thrown away, thereby the proteins and the minerals will be lost. So usage of water in proper quantities during cooking is also very important. Then suppose you have added lemon during cooking, that is the source of vitamin C. So after the lemon brings to a boil along with the other food items, so vitamin C will be destroyed from the lemon. So the nutrient quality, that is vitamin C, will be destroyed by heating during cooking. Suppose if we are making biryanis or bagara rice, then we add lemon to that. Then the water comes to a boil after adding lemon juice. But then the vitamin C, the nutrient quantity of the lemon will be destroyed because it is being heated. But still then we cannot restrict ourselves because making few dishes require all the specific ingredients. We need to use all these ingredients. We cannot restrict ourselves. So what we can say, because some ingredients are destroyed, some nutrients are destroyed during the cooking process or the washing process, what we can do, we should ensure that we include raw vegetables and fruits in our diet. That means take salads, take fruits in your diet. So that way we will get all the nutrients. But if we are washing the vegetables and cooking, we are losing some of our nutrients. But still then we cannot restrict ourselves from washing the vegetables, right? Because vegetables will contain dirt, dust, pesticides. So we cannot stop ourselves from washing or cooking the food. So that's why, to ensure that you get all the nutrients, sometimes you must include raw vegetables. What can you eat as raw vegetables? You can eat onions, tomatoes, then you can eat sometimes cabbage, raw you can eat in salads, then you can eat raw capsicums also, you can eat cucumber, then you can eat carrots. So and all the fruits also you should eat in your diet, so that you get all the balanced diet. So even suppose if you think, because carbohydrates and fats provide energy, so if you think that I will eat continuously fats, then only I will get energy. Suppose if you eat continuously fats for a month, you will not get much energy. Instead you will become obese, that is fat. So excessive eating of fat also results in obesity. So all the nutrients you must eat in adequate quantities only, not too much or not too less. And then also you should not continuously eat carbohydrate or continuously eat protein or fat. Your diet should be mixture of all the nutrients, carbohydrates, minerals, proteins, fats, etc. So this is about the balanced diet. So if we do not eat all the nutrients, if we do not get all the nutrients in our diet, we will get some deficiency of that nutrients, which results in diseases. So those are deficiency diseases. So if a person's diet, he is not getting a particular nutrient out of all the nutrients, even if one particular nutrient is not getting, it results in the deficiency of the nutrient. For suppose over a period of time, few weeks or few months, if a particular person in that diet is not getting that nutrient in his diet, so he will get deficiency of that nutrient. So diseases occur due to the lack of nutrients over a long period. So over a period of few months, suppose in his diet he is not getting that particular nutrient, then it results in the deficiency of that nutrient, and later it results in a deficiency disease which occurs due to the absence of that nutrient in his diet. So let's see what all deficiency disease occur due to the deficiency of those food components. So suppose there is a deficiency of vitamin A nutrient, then what it happens, it happens that there will be loss of the vision. Then what happens? There will be disturbances in the vision. What symptoms you observe? Disturbances in the vision means either you will have night darkness, night blindness. That means night you cannot see anything after the sun sets, or otherwise you will have poor vision. Then you will have to go for an eye doctor or an ophthalmologist for specs purpose. Or sometimes totally you will lose your eyesight. So that is how it happens with vitamin A. And the sources of vitamin A are mainly carrots. So suppose if you have any problems in your eyesight, you should eat more of your carrots. Include more of carrots in your diet. So that is how vitamin A deficiency will go away. Then if you have vitamin B deficiency, it results in a disease called beriberi disease. In that beriberi disease, you will have symptoms of muscle weakness. That means very easily you will get pains if you do any physical activity like that. Then moving on to vitamin C. Vitamin C is majorly present in amla. Then you have vitamin C in orange, mosambi, lemon, tomato, etc. So if there is no vitamin C in your diets, what will happen? You will have less immunity. That means the capacity to fight disease will become less. At that stage, what you will have? More of bleeding gums and delayed healing of any wound. Suppose if you get affected by any wound, in the healing process will be delayed up to few days. So that disease is known as scurvy. Scurvy. That is the deficiency disease of vitamin C. Then moving to vitamin D. In vitamin D, if there is deficiency of vitamin D in your diet, generally doctors give you calcium tablets like calcium sandoz or anything. So you should drink more milk and eat more of cheese if you have deficiency of vitamin, because all those are sources of calcium. Then if there is a deficiency of vitamin D, it results in a disease called rickets. Rickets means you will have bent and soft bones. The legs will be bow shaped like this. If you see in some pictures like newspapers and online in any social websites or TV, we see children who are having bent legs like this, bow shaped legs they are called. So that is disease is known as rickets. Then if you have deficiency of mineral like iron, then you will get an anemia. Anemia means you will have generalized weakness of your body. There will be less iron content, hemoglobin content in your blood. So at that stages, what you can do, if you are a non-vegetarian, liver is a good source of iron. You can eat either beef liver. So if there is deficiency of iron in your body, and if you are a non-vegetarian, you can eat the liver of the animals. Like beef liver contains 93% of iron, so it is completely made up of iron. Then doctors will also prescribe some iron syrups for you. Those are usually darkish in color, that improves your blood quantity in your body. Then deficiency of the mineral iodine leads to a disease called goiter. Goiter is a disease which usually affects your neck glands. Neck glands means here there is a butterfly shaped gland in your body called thyroid gland. So it affects neck glands and it results in mental disability of the children. Mental disability means the children will not be walking properly, their brain doesn't function properly, they will not be able to carry out the regular day-to-day activities of the life like studying, bathing, eating food by themselves, like that. So deficiency of the calcium. Calcium is also a mineral. Calcium deficiency leads to tooth decay. That means cavities in your teeth. If there is more calcium in your body, then only your teeth will be strong. Then what will be the symptoms? Tooth decay. That means blackish discoloration in your teeth, pain due to the blackish discoloration, holes in your teeth. Those are cavities or decay. Then you will have weakened bones. If anybody beats you like this, the bone may even break if you do not have proper calcium in your body. Then if there is a carbohydrate and protein, both deficiency in your body, then what happens, the growth of the body stops. You will have weakness. So much weakness that you will be not able to walk. That much of weakness you will have if you have a carbohydrate and a protein deficiency. If you have only protein deficiency in your body, then you will have skin diseases, you will have swelling of the face. Swelling is inflammation or increase in size. Then you will have stunted growth. Some people you see will be very much shorter of height. They are called as dwarfs or lilliputs. So those people will have stunted growth because they do not take a balanced diet, and they take a diet that is deficient in protein. So the good sources of protein are dals. Then you have broccoli. Broccoli is a vegetable. Then you have eggs. Then you have chicken. All those are good sources of protein. So these are the deficiency diseases. So that what we can do to prevent these deficiency diseases, we have to take a balanced diet to prevent these deficiency diseases. So now we conclude the chapter components of the food. So now everything was clear to you, right? Various components, their sources, the deficiency diseases, the test for the presence of these nutrients and everything. So make sure you get a balanced diet every day in your meal.